When you have number 1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Georgia Tech's offense will go on the attack first. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for a senior year. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. All right, guys, let's talk about Georgia Tech. They had some players jump into the transfer portal, but they were able to hang on to some of their key pieces. Do you think really that's more the culture coming through or promises from the staff, David?
I think that's exactly how I would do it, because I can fill some of my holes and my gaps, especially for spring ball and for all those other steps to build depth while I develop some of the younger guys. So you just kind of take a medium range of portal guys, Jesse.
Yeah, David, I think the coaching staff knew they were going to lose some guys. Some guys didn't play enough last year, and they expected them to bounce, but they were able to hold on to some key people that a lot of other programs wanted. So give this coaching staff credit, re-recruiting their own guys, and let's see if that pays dividends today.
And the Yellow Jackets can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. breaks the tackle. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. So Notre Dame's offense will go to work for the first time. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer, but one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is, who he is. He's been around your program. He knows the lessons you want him to teach. He's the guy you want him to be. And now he gets to step in as a senior with all that experience and lead this squad.
Yeah, and David, he's worked so hard for this moment, too, right? This guy put his heart and soul into the offseason workout program knowing this day was inevitably going to come. He's going to have an opportunity in this game to stat it up. He's going to get the ball early. He's going to get it often. A lot of people really excited to see how he plays in this one.
To the ground with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing out a little bit.
Now they're going to throw it. Working that left side now. Turning it on. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
On over the middle, it's Samuel. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Offense gets set for 2nd down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice.
Heading to the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
And you gotta love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. Does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Offense working from the pistol. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle it. 19. Is generating heat from the linebacker position. Mike Stonebreaker, Manti Te'o type play.
And when you can get linebackers that can get after the quarterback, that can be a force on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down, get in the quarterback's face, make his life heck, really nice job.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He's got great speed. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Right on the money. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Under fire. Snags it. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
This time they'll go to the running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Quick completion on the out route. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's the pressure. Caught in the backfield. It's Daniel. And he will score! Touchdown, Fighting Irish!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
They'll go to the ground. A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They'll go back to work. Corners are walked up tight. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And the 45 on its way. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You could tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. Rides the back and leaves it. Inside the... Got enough space. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Great job by the back on the option.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. East Carolina looked dynamic today in a strong victory there inside Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. They did the little things well, they did the big things well, and, well, that's how you win games.
Touchdown, Irish! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Looking downfield on first down. Good timing on the quick out. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And that's a hard thing to do as a receiver, but because you want to catch the football and you want to get upfield and make more yards, but sometimes you got to realize, I just got to toe tap that thing. I just got to get one in, get the completion. That was a missed opportunity right there.
Finds the tight end. They stay aggressive and push their way out. And it's first down.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him? Or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
And the Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He's got it on the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Yellow Jackets want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
So after that incompletion, 4th down, you've got to hold serve if you're this offense, right? Both offenses up and down the field. The opponent scored twice. You scored a touchdown on your first drive. I think you got to go for it here because right now nobody's playing defense, and this game very easily could come down to which team has the ball last.
And they'll get it down after the return at the 27-yard line. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Snap to the back. Find some fresh air. Past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
All right, defense, it ain't working. Right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. Offense getting set for first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got him. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
He's got it. And they swarm him under.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wants to throw again. Quickly complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
He makes a grab into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Notre Dame, 27, Georgia Tech, 7.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. They're working that left side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Atlanta. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? With that said, let's send it back to the fifth oldest venue in college football, Bobby Dodd Stadium.
And the Yellow Jackets will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here come the Irish back on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Quick strike complete. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Runs through a tackle. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. Past the 40. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. He makes a catch. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Catch in the middle. It's Samuel. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And the stomping has commenced.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game 1 going exactly how they scripted it.
He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that two-point conversion.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Fakes to grab. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Going to look downfield again. Lofts one high and deep. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Defense looks as if it's coming. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Yeah, this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world. We got a deficit. Got to put some drive. A nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
35, Georgia Tech, 14.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll send the back in motion. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chance, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Got his man all by himself. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. Looking to throw on first down. It's caught downfield. Touchdown, Irish. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Number 3.
With that latest touchdown pass, might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day.
The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time, and they back it up here.
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to...
Picked off. What a play to set him up.
How do you not get excited and out of your seat when you... boys making the little boys plays. Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can too. I just do it in a sexier, bigger body. Yes, please.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not had the answer with respect to defending the pass in this game.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Hoping to move the chains, here comes Notre Dame on 4th. Holds it in, the 1st down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Tackle is made.
They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fakes to grab. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Little over-anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Irish will open the 4th with a fresh set of downs. Wants to pass. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Number 83.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He's got it inside the 30. And the tackle was made, but not before that completion gets him 30+.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
He has the 1st and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to...
Touchdown, Georgia Tech! A great catch and run for 6. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention.
Intercepted. Yes, even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT. The first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it. Can't quite cross the frame to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Something to be able to feel positive about after this game, and maybe that late touchdown will do it.
And I'm positive that stat counts on my stat line. Keep playing. Keep piling up those stats. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they take it in for 6 more points.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Cal is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Aaron Rodgers should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by just 2 to Wyoming. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll give it to him again. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. It's Blade. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
It's picked off, and another empty drive. Looking for more room. Touchdown, does the work itself with a pick six.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Notre Dame, 63. Georgia Tech, 28.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
It's complete to the left. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Wants to throw on first down. He's got the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Off the play fake. That's caught. It's Daniel. Crosses the 45. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He unleashes a long one. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it. Get into your running back and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Wants to keep it in the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. They have had no answers at all. They've exploited every matchup you can think of, and he's over 150 yards receiving.
And you got to give the offense credit, too, because they're just finding more and more creative ways to get this guy involved in this game. He is such a weapon.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. He almost popped out of it. Huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Looking to throw, it's Blade. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Yellow Jackets will punt it away on fourth down. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What?
Pulls it in on the left. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Georgia Tech, 28.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.